Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Neil Haley Show and the Stefan Devereaux celebrity segment. I'm excited to welcome to the program Stefan Devereaux or Aaron Lester, whatever we want to call it, my media mentor back in the day when we had a wrestling talk show and everything. Go ahead and introduce our guest today. I know you're really excited.
Yes, I am so excited. Today we have hip hop superstar, social media superstar. She's just got superstar everywhere. And also the superstar, the star, in my opinion, of Love and Hip Hop Miami, Sukihana. Thank you for joining us this afternoon.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I'm excited about this interview.
So are we.
Well, after we drop some whole things about wrestling and different things, but let Stefan have the first question.
Well, my first question is okay, so I started to get familiar with you with the song Pretty and Ratchet, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
Pretty and Ratchet. And I really felt that after I heard the song, I felt like this was like 2020 was going to be the year and you were going to be everywhere. And then COVID hit. Do you think
Yeah.
COVID had an impact on 2020 actually being your year, even though it's actually been successful, more successful than a lot of other artists the past year?
I think the like 2020 worked out good for me. I knew it did stop a lot, but I'm still very proud of everything that I got a chance to do this year. I'm not mad about 2020. Honestly, as far as my career, I'm not mad about it. I'm really happy and I'm really excited. But the pandemic definitely put a lot of people's careers on pause because as artists and entertainers, we couldn't really go out and do shows as much as possible. So there's songs that I have that I love that I could not really perform in front of my fans and move it around as much as I want to. But I think I made it well during that pandemic.
That is awesome.
How'd you make that shift once the pandemic hit? How did you make the shift as an artist, like some artists that were successful through the pandemic, to keep their music going and still stay connected to your fans?
I put my all into it. Like I do a lot of the groundwork. I have a team. We all work just as hard. And I was already a moving car. I was not going to stop just because a pandemic hit. I put my feet first and I stayed 10 toes down and I just never gave up. So it worked out good for me. I think everybody should do the same thing, whether it's a pandemic or not. Keep grinding and you don't take no for an answer.
Great point. All right, go ahead, Steph, on the next question.
Okay, so your name is very unique. How did you come up with your name?
Um, that's Suki. I'm just Suki. Yeah.
I love the way you said. Now, my brother, he is a huge fan of yours, and when we first started talking about you, uh, about this time last year, actually, I didn't know who you were, and he kept bringing you up. And then when I heard the song "Pretty and Ratchet," I'm like, oh, okay, all right, the girl got bars. Like, seriously, you got bars. Now, what
Thank
inspired you to become a rapper? Because like, you're incredible, honestly.
Thank you. I mean, I've been rapping since I was 6 years old. My mom taught me how to rap, and we just been in the music business. Like my mom is one of my managers. She manages my sister, and I grew up in a family of music. My grandfather and my uncles all in a band. I grew up in a church that we all used to sing in choir. Like that's really embedded in my family. So I'm just the one that got famous out of everybody.
Did
So,
you
tell
take?
us a little bit more about your background.
I mean, what you want to know?
So you said you started when you were 6 years old. Who inspired you to rap? I mean, who was the first? I don't know, female, male. Who was the first one that said, you know what, I can do that?
I mean, music, period, is just music was a big part of my childhood. A lot of people don't know that I went to a culture art school, a music school, when I was 9. And I've been in dance and I've been in tap dance and I've been in hip hop classes. My grandfather taught me how to sing. Like this is just in my family. So my family definitely influenced me. My black culture, going to school and learning music, that influenced me. And as far as my favorite rappers and music artists, I just remember my grandma playing a lot of old school music, like the Gap Band
Yes.
and the Robert Band and Five Heartbeats and um this a lot of music, just old school, definitely inspired me. So yeah.
And you said that you were the one that made it. What kept you going through where, everyone told you, you can't do this, or, the naysayers? How did you keep going to make sure that you were going to?
It's definitely my intuition. Like one thing I like to tell people is that God creates people with purposes. Eventually, you'll find out what your
Yes.
purpose is on this world, why you're supposed to be on this world. And music is something that I could not hide from. It kept coming. Like I've been performing on stage, then I would stop. And then it's just like I was around a lot of people who didn't have any dreams. But once I left that circle and I decided to chase my dreams, then everything started to fall into place. And the universe has blessed me with everything that I have now. And that's how I know, my purpose is written in stone. I was supposed to be famous, and it just happened like that. So that's why I'm like one of the successful people in my family. I always tell my family members, y'all need to work harder. You could be something too. If you got talent, like I'm not the only one in my family with talent. Like I got a lot of singers in my family, a lot of people who sing in a choir, and I just don't understand why they don't believe in themselves. Like I don't know why, but I believe in myself, and I'm gonna keep going. My children like to sing. They want to sing. I'm gonna let them sing. I'm gonna let them know that you could do anything you want to do.
That is beautiful because you really feel like you have a family atmosphere surrounding you, and in the entertainment industry, it's really hard to keep that atmosphere. Um, does it make it easier for you to continue day by day with your family surrounding you, knowing that you don't have the wolves dealing with you and so forth?
Um, are you saying does it make it easier for me to have support from my family? Is
Yes,
that
yes, yes.
um I mean, honestly, I feel like the best support was no support. Like when I didn't get support, that really was the best support because that made me go hard. A lot of people now, they believe in me and they see like, wow, this really happened. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people didn't believe in me, but I can't be mad at them because those same people really didn't believe in themselves. That I can't be mad that people did not support me 100% when I said, "Oh, I'm going to be famous and I want to rap." If they don't believe in themselves, I can't be mad at them. But I think one thing I did do is I brought awareness to a lot of people and made them realize that if they at least try, then maybe they could change the life that they live. So I guess if that answers the question.
You're really an inspiring person. The fact that you
Yes.
say you try to motivate people around you, try to lift other people up. You are successful. You want to give back. Where do you think you learned that from?
Um, I just honestly, I'm just a really genuine person. That's why, I like to stay in my circle because I'm very generous. I'm very giving. I'm very loving. If there's somebody around me, it's no way that I could just let somebody live in depression around me. Anything that I can do, like a lot of people that I work with, I help a lot of people out. Just show them that you can go from this and turn this into a brand. Just like I give a lot of people advice, but I just because I'm a loving person and I believe in a lot of people, and I know what it's like to not believe in myself. So I just want to teach people that it's okay to believe in yourself, even if if nobody else sees that you're a star. That's okay.
Your energy is awesome. Your energy is so awesome. I
Thank
see why, in my opinion, you are going to become the next female superstar, next superstar in hip hop to blow. Not female, just superstar in hip hop to blow. Um, now you were featured in a Cardi B video recently. Am I going to be expecting some collaborations between the two?
I mean, I would say yes because I'm going to manifest that. I know it's going to happen. One thing about manifestation is you can manifest anything you want in life. As long as you put it out there, you write it down, breathe it in, and you just say it to yourself. If you believe that's going to happen, it's going to happen. So I'm definitely manifesting to one day work with Cardi or any other women in the industry. I have no problem with that.
How do you think you got your break? Where would you say your big break came from, Suki? Where do you think it came
Um,
from?
my big break.
Yeah, what would you define it? That kind of turned the path to where you are today, then everything just keeps going up.
I mean, honestly, I don't feel like I had my big break yet. I feel like I got my foot in the game, and I've been going viral for a long time. Like people didn't see everybody doesn't see me. Every big rapper, every label, like that's just what it is. So I feel like that I don't feel like that's my big break yet. I think my big break is when I drop this next tape. I think that'll be my big break.
Man, I'll tell you this though. Okay, so I was doing some research on you, of course, and
Yeah.
on a bio, it might have been Wikipedia or whatever, for Love and Hip Hop Miami. It said that little phrasing, just a little bit, but it says it's going to chronicle your struggle to be taken seriously. I mean, taken seriously as an artist. So, do you feel you're still not taken seriously as an artist?
I feel like no, I feel like I'm definitely being taken serious as an artist now because I mean I'm taking my music serious. When I first got in this business, you know, I just strategized it. I wanted to make sure I got the people's attention. Once I got their
Right.
attention, I could show them my talent. So it was all just a big strategy for me, a marketing strategy. So a lot of people look at me as the fun girl that likes to laugh and like to joke. But now I got the attention, I gave them the music, and my music is actually really good. So it is a strategy for me. I didn't really, when I got in this game, I didn't have the funds to go and pay the radio stations or pay the blogs to post me. I
Exactly.
forced them to post me. I forced them to listen.
And that's where you're saying you utilized your marketing skills to
Yeah,
utilize
that's
the
exactly.
way to blow up virally without having the money that a lot of, you know, albums or labels put and spend money on that artist. You did
Yeah,
it yourself instead. You figured out as a marketing strategist, a branding expert, how you could brand yourself to blow up without that stuff.
that's exactly what I did.
Well, I'll say this. Okay, now I went back, like I said, I did my research, and that Best of Me freestyle you did, man. Yeah. Hey, look, I sat back. I played it 3 times. I played it 3 times because you kill every bar. Now, was that the moment that you started to start making some noise in hip hop?
Yeah, and actually everybody loves that song. I don't even listen to it anymore, but that was like one of my first songs that I put out. So yeah, the Best of Me freestyle was one of my first songs.
Yeah, you went hard on that. Oh, you went hard on that. I ain't gonna lie. Now,
Yeah,
okay. Now let's talk about the new mixtape. Now I don't like saying mixtape. I like calling them albums because this was, in my opinion, a complete body of work, and I
yeah.
I enjoyed it. My favorite song is No One because I love the sample. I love the sample, and I love the way you flipped it. Now, what gave you the idea to flip that song the way you did? Because that No One, I love that song.
I mean, see, No One's my favorite song too, and it's starting to be everybody's favorite because that is starting to be a very big song out of nowhere. Did not know that song was going to do that this soon, but the No One track, it really means something to me. I wrote it, and I wrote it about a guy, and I already told you my grandma raised me, and I always used to listen to old school music. So when I heard that song, I was like, you know what, I need to do this song over, and I got a singer, and we really sat down and made this song a great song. I'm really proud of this song.
Man,
Actually, I was going to ask if you did the singing. And by the way,
No, that was a singer named Alex.
okay, that was
now,
a
but
great,
writing,
great one.
tell us that process of writing. I'm always interested in hearing that of writers. A lot of times we miss the point if we're writing for raps or songs, how much time it takes and how creative you have to be able to write your own stuff. So tell us that process. How do you come up with those creative juices to write your
So for me to get into to get my creative energy going, I like to listen to some old school music. I like to vibe out in the studio, laugh, we eat, we drink, and then start playing some beats. And then I'm like, might go over a few, and I'm like, I like this one. And that's when I listen to it, and I just I start writing about whatever's in my head. And a lot of times I don't even write. I could just go in the booth and just start, just this was whatever's on my mind. If I'm going through a breakup, if I'm going through a pregnancy, if I'm going through hard times, whatever it is, I'm gonna put it in the music.
You're a brander. I already can tell.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah.
see how I can differentiate myself from other artists. So
Yeah.
coming up with that and saying, okay, and the way you're able to explain that to people. That's important in hip hop, right? To kind of differentiate yourself from your competition.
Thanks. That is true.
Do you hate hearing the phrase, "Oh, you're next. Oh, you're next. You're next to blow"? Does that how does that make you feel when someone says that to you?
Um, I really kind of just don't even really listen to when people say it because I mean, I just don't know what to really think about. You're next. Like, I don't know what to think about that. I already know, I already know I'm next or I'm now
You're
because
now. Exactly. Thank you for saying that.
yeah, like, and I don't really brag about it. I don't tell people, oh, I'm next or I'm going to be the biggest thing. I really don't speak. I don't really speak on that. I know it in my heart already, just because of how things fall out into place, how things fall into place. I just know that my future and my presence is already written in stone in the land of Kemet already. So I don't
Exactly.
speak.
And you don't see that confidence or that manifesting of things in other artists sometimes, which hurts them. Either they just follow and say, I'm going to finally get that opportunity, or I'm going
Yeah,
to wait for that opportunity and saying it's going to happen. So you've already manifested it. And you can't, when you manifest something, you can't tell us, everyone on here in this interview, where you want to end up being as a
yeah.
rapper in hip hop, because you're not going to tell people. But when it happens, say I believed in it, and that's fantastic for sure. All right, go. And do you agree with me on that? That's the truth. That when you manifest something, you don't want to tell other people. That's on your vision board. That's your thing. You're going
Yeah.
to do it. But once it happens, then you can say it. Right? That's pretty much
Then
it.
when people, your goals, your dreams, they start putting a time on it, and they're like, "Oh, what happened to this? Or what happened to that?" Or
Yeah.
like it's a lot of
My
negativity. I
wife
don't.
does that to me sometimes when I'm trying to build up to where I want to go. And I said,
Yeah.
it's when it's due time. It's going to happen. Trust me. But I'm not going to tell you when it's going to happen because I don't know. The universe is the only people that know.
Yep. There we go.
Uh, question: did you come up with the word situationship?
Situationship.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I don't think I did. I did not come up. I
it was
did.
it was one of the it was in one of the bios that I came across with you, and I'm thinking to myself, well, wait a minute, I actually like that word. I was I actually like that word.
Yeah, I didn't come up with it, but I have used it a lot. Situationships. That's just. I mean, everybody doesn't have to have the traditional relationship. Like, we don't always have to be in a relationship like our parents or like our grandparents. And I think people should have situationships if whatever works out for you and that individual. Maybe y'all just want to, talk every now and then. That's a situationship. Okay.
That
Did,
is
did that
beautiful.
show up in Love and Hip Hop in Miami? Did you bring that up? That word situationship and
And look,
situationship? Yeah.
I don't know. No, didn't.
Okay. Okay. I didn't watch it, so that's where I have to ask Stefan if he didn't his research that.
Yeah,
So,
no, not on that show.
no, but
Mm-mm.
you use it in your music situationship sometimes.
I just use it when I be talking. Like I just told, I was just talking to my fiance about situationships, and he had cussed me out. But I was just to be rude, but no. One time I was just talking to him. I was like, you know what? If it's better, we should just be in a situationship. He was like, oh no, So yeah, I don't know.
That's the hardest thing, especially when you're like, you want energy, you want peace, you want flow. And if you don't have flow, energy, and peace, we can't be successful in life. We need to
Yeah,
have it chill. We can't have drama. If we're successful people can't have drama. They got to keep rolling. And when drama and noise comes in our lives, we want to eliminate it because it's keeping us from where we want to reach.
true. That is true.
Hey, I'll put it like this. Now, Love and Hip Hop. You've been on Love and Hip Hop what one or two seasons so far?
It's been one season.
One season. How has that experience been for you?
I mean, Love and Hip Hop. It was a great experience. Like um, just me. The TV world is a different world. It's not like social media. So me being able to open that door and step on TV and show the world my personality, it worked out really good for me. I became a fan favorite on that show, my first season, and it was a great idea. Like it was a great thing because I just wanted to try it out, and it worked out really good. So yeah.
So tell me of that reality television. How did you make sure you kept yourself in a balance to make sure that your brand's out there and it doesn't mess things up? You know how reality producers are and how they can try to bring drama or different things.
I mean, honestly, I'm the content creator for everything in my life. There's nobody who can portray me any type of way because I'm just 100% unapologetic, hood rat. I'm myself. So whether I'm on camera or I'm not on camera, I'm just gonna be myself. So it worked out. It worked out good for me.
I hear the kids in the background.
Yeah.
Hey, I have 6 kids, Suki, so I understand. And I make sure I
Yeah.
turn and put my mic off all the time when I'm being
I have a lot of kids. I can't believe they're doing this on my.
No, that's okay because it just makes the interview even more fun. I appreciate it's real. I appreciate that.
What celebrity interviews and has kids fighting and yelling in the background? Like, I just can't believe this right now.
I already have another reality television idea for you, Suki. There we go. We got to get you on TLC or something with your kids, and then have a reality show, like that. Something that would be awesome. So think about that. That could be one. You know, the yell and scream saying, you know, celebrities. We're going to show you celebrity kids, but guess what? We're going to show you celebrities where we, you know, yell sometimes and not show that fake stuff like what's his name? You know, the one the Kate and whatever, that Kate +8 thing that ended up being John and Kate with Kate, which is a bunch of fake crap. You know what I mean?
So this is all 100% real over here.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I have a huge question because your charisma is incredible. Your energy is incredible.
Thank
now,
you.
know, you're talking to 2 wrestling guys. Okay. We cut our teeth in the wrestling business for a lot of years. You know, your energy and your charisma can get you signed. If you decided to ever even just to be a mouthpiece for one of the wrestlers, I guarantee you would draw a lot of money in wrestling.
It's like really a big dream of mine to wrestle. Like, I would love to be on that TV screen, like coming out like.
I like that, too. But see, there you go. So you want to get in the ring. So
you two have to talk to your people, have your people talk to my people, so y'all can get me on that in that ring.
Oh, most definitely. Most
I like that. I like that. And I think that is that. So we got to make a call to Vince. Go ahead.
Guess what? I'll tell you something that nobody knows about me. My grandmother and my auntie, and my mom, like everybody in my family. My grandmother is a sensei.
Who's your favorite wrestlers? Let's go. Favorite wrestlers growing up?
Well, I like Ric Flair.
Oh, you like?
He's my favorite. You know, I'm a wheeling, stealing, Versace wearing, red bottom shoe wearing, and
oh my God, I love it.
I love it. That's so great.
You know how much I love wrestling. I was trying to tell you, my grandmother and my auntie were senseis. I grew up in karate since I was 6 years old, so I've been fighting for a long time.
Oh wow.
So you actually can hurt somebody if you need to, huh?
Yes, I grew up in martial arts. Like, that's a part of my family. Like, my grandma's in newspapers and everything, so I always wanted to try wrestling. So I hope you guys can hook that up.
We'll work on it. Trust me, I have the contacts.
Neil's the guy. Neil's the guy.
Somebody who's a celebrity. I connected to the next celebrity dot and all that stuff. But I love the fact that fighting. So you are a Cobra Kai fan then, Suki, right?
How can we stay in contact with her? Because I'm already following you on Instagram. I'm already following you on Twitter.
Okay.
And YouTube as well. So are you on Facebook?
So you have to know I'm not on Facebook, but I can follow you guys back.
All right,
on your social media. But yeah, that's basically Instagram, Twitter, Sukihanagoat.
All right. Well, sounds great. Well, thank you for the time and appreciate it. And we're going to definitely play some of your music during the video portion of it with the teasers we're going to have out. And everyone needs to check out all your music. So where you want to go? You want them to go right there, right? To your social media sites is the best place. Right?
Yep, and they can listen to my music on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, Tidal, Audio Mac, and SoundCloud.
Fantastic. Appreciate it. Thanks for the time.
Thank you.
Thank you. You are awesome.
Take care. Bye.
Yeah.